Jesus, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you, Jesus, so long. Jesus, I wonder if you would heal me. Jesus said, yes. He said, oh, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. I have high blood pressure. Had it for a long time. They call it hypertension. But Jesus, if you could heal me, would you heal me? Jesus said, yes. He said, okay. Go ahead. And Jesus said, stop eating salt. Okay, so now, Jesus, okay, now go ahead, touch me and heal me. I don't need to, I just healed you. I told you, stop eating salt. You know, I'm disappointed in you. And Jesus said, wait till you meet my Father. Who helps themselves. What is it you want to do? What goals have you set? What examples have you seen that said to you, you can do that? What have you seen somebody told you the whole story? Oh yes, I was sitting at home and I saw this and I decided, you know, this doesn't do that, and so then I made one. Then my friends all said, you know, I'll make one for me. The next thing I went on the internet and now I'm worth $480 million. You saw that. He said, I got this thing I've been thinking about. But you haven't moved. You've been thinking, but you have not moved. I'm telling you right now, how many of you are employers and you've come here today to see if you can hear something that you can take back to your employees so that they will be better workers? How many of you? Applaud. All right, I'm going to say something that you can go home, go back to work right away. Because I have the answer for you. You want your employees motivated, am I right? All right, show them movies of people out of work. You can't keep looking at people who have passed you by. Because the same people who passed you by at some point were behind you. Am I clear? But you let them go on past you. Like you let them, well, no, I don't want to do that. This morning, came out of the hotel. Man came over and said, Bill Cutler, this is Ethiopian. He's an Ethiopian, born in Ethiopia, came here, got off the plane, bought a cab, and full directions on how to get around the city. Doing just fine. 4 children in college and paying all that. Work 16 hours a day. Some of you are not ready for that. Okay, if you're not, he wrote a sentence that says everything in his song about you. Name is James Brown. And James Brown said in this song, I will never forget the words. Do it! And nobody said, do what? But people are just dancing. No, stop dancing and do it! Da, 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 da. Do it! And then he wrote another one that you will never forget. Because he's talking about you. Get up! But you were still dancing, yes? Get up! Dun, 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 dun. And then he wrote, which has to be translated. Get motivated. That's why you're here. Everybody's coming up here and they're telling you something, something, something. But you gotta move. You gotta move here. You have to do it. You have to get with friends who do it. Not, no, sleep during that time. Then he said, stay on the scene. Da, 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 da. Stay on the scene. Da, 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 da. Like erase the sex. You don't need to be that motivated. But just change, take the word sex out. Leave machine there. Say, do it. Like a motivated machine. Motivated machine. Motivated machine. Do it. Get up in you. Don't wait for Jesus. Too many people. You'd be surprised. And when you're doing it, get up like a motivated machine. Jesus might just show up in your room. So, Jesus, what are you doing here? So, well, I see that you're helping yourself. And I am the Lord. And you say, so you want to be a thousandaire? Millionaire? How much money you want? All of it. Okay, next. Go stand behind the yellow line. Do it. Do you have ideas? Do you have them? How many of you have ideas? Applaud. Do it! Work it! be saying that to you. Those of you, how many of you don't really have any ideas, but you want to be able to live comfortably, monetarily? Applaud. All right, now all you people, I have one idea in particular. Find some people who smoke dope. Don't you smoke. You just go where they are. And you listen to them. Because people who smoke dope have great ideas. Now, here's the good part. But the dope won't let them move. They're still sitting there. You know, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Write down what they're saying. Do it! And then chill on out, and you'll be a happy person. See, I had an idea without smoking dope. And I wanted to start a business. And the business, you can have the idea, because I never started it. But you own your own company. And in this company, what you do is you go around to these little churches, apostolic holiness of the thing, and so forth and so on. There's about 70, 80 people in the place. Then put the over there, and eventually somebody will get and they fall out. And they're speaking in. You're going to translate what that person is saying. You start a franchise. Translators. He said, what did he say? He said, Jesus said, give me all the money. Start a business. Got another one for you. Franchise. This is for when you make it. When you make it big, you come to my company. We will send a person to tell all your lazy relatives no. You don't need to help another cousin who can tell you why he or she failed. And then they want you to give them some of your money. If you just help me do that, and this person, no. Who cares what they say about you? You know, can't be worse than the fact that they haven't paid you back from the last 3 times they borrowed something from you. And look at how they treat you when they owe you money. You're not even thinking about it. You walk through the supermarket and look at them, and they say, what you doing? Follow me. Just because I owe you some money, you got to follow me all the time. So you don't need that. Whatever it is in you, like Mary Lou said, you gotta activate that. Just can't keep going around talking about God and Jesus, and neither one of them happen to be activated in you. I mean, neither one of them happen to be greedy. You want to live right? You have an idea, you have a business. You can help people. You help yourself. You help people. Keep them honest. Good things about capitalism. We need honest people. Honest people. So just think about it. I want all wouldn't know. I wouldn't have even been in here. I'd just be walking around. Talking about the sun comes up out of the dirt and it goes back into the dirt. But sometimes people say things to you, and for some reason you got a block. You don't hear people, good people. It may sound like a lot of work to you. That's why a lot of you haven't moved. See, you're very good at it. Well, never mind that. I remember a great story this young man told, and he and three other fellows wrote a book, The Pledge or something like that, The Pact, Black, in Newark. And they were standing on the corner, what you want to do? Oh, what you? They wasted a lot of time. And then finally they made a pact that they would graduate working as hard as they could work. They made that pact and they stayed with it from high school. And then they all three decided that with those grades they had, the three of them decided they're going to go to medical school. They go to med school. And the one, the story that I love is this one guy, he said, I went to my father and I said, Dad, I want to be a doctor. But by the time, I started so late, by the time I graduate and I finish, I'll be 37 years old. He said, and my father looked at me and said, you're going to be 37 anyway. Think about it. You're going to be 37, you're going to be 52. What about when you reach it and you didn't get up? You didn't do it. And there you are at 52, and all you can say is, I should've. There's no song called I Should've. I'm glad I got to somebody over there. Yeah. I should have started out. I should have done this. I should have done that. You got cancer. You need a kidney. You find out that there's a line of 180 million people. All you gotta do is sign up. But you don't. Because there's 187 million people ahead of you. 7 years later, you gotta say it. I should have signed up. I should have. I should have. James Brown on 3. Do it. 3. 3. 3. Somebody need a little mouthwash. Which is another invention of mine. Oh yeah, mouthwash on the sleeve. When your breath goes bad, you just lick it. I'm in Texas. I'm in Austin. And it's in here. This is where you are. Mary Lou said it. Now, you don't have to go through everything she went through. But it's still there. When you gonna move? Liars. When you gonna do it? Even though when you're gonna do it, get up. See how you died out on me? All right. want you to look at yourself, forget about this age thing. I don't care if you're 70. You got an idea, bond with somebody, start to work with it. You don't need all of the money. You start out small.